So I didn't plan on filming any of this, but we are cleaning up the shed currently, and I plan on building racks for the 2 kayaks on this back wall over here. So for building this shed out of pallets, we have a lot of leftover wood, a lot of leftover 2x4s, this size, and just like all kinds of just random pieces of wood. So what we're gonna do is pretty much rip apart some of that stuff and use some of the leftover pieces to build this rack. It shouldn't take too much. I'm gonna try to build it pretty much out of 2x4s. Now, here's the plan. So you can obviously see there's the 2x4 and then the pallets on each side. What the plan is we're going to that, so that way it can't dip down, it'll be locked in. And well, I mean, it can dip down, but like, hopefully it doesn't. So essentially, we're gonna need to get a measurement of this, measurement of the wall, and figure out what we need to cut these boards at. We're going to support the kayak on both sides, so with it being on both sides of it, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 2x4s, and then we're going to need to cut 2 of those pieces to be the in-between part. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 6, but essentially we definitely need 4 of them cut at 3-foot lengths. Now I do kind of have a firm belief that before you use power tools, use the regular tools, especially on like really simple projects like this. Because if for whatever reason the power goes out or something happens, you at least always have these tools that are straight up manpower and not electrical. Although obviously I do have some power tools, but we're not going to be using it on this one. We're just going to go with these hand tools this time. So I know I just said hand tools, however, we need to use scrap pieces of wood, and to take this 2x4 off here, I'm using this, and I'm not doing that by hand because homie does not want to, okay? So I didn't realize how low that was going to be, because if we were to put the second one, it would end up being probably about right there. That is this bad boy right here. So instead of putting it here and having it pretty much head height, I'm thinking there, right above this door. So I just wanted to say, we did use these hand tools solely because it's harder. And we chose to do the thing we didn't want to do. I chose to do the thing that would be more difficult. The easier road is not always the best road to take, and the hard road is the one that's usually worth it. Whether you realize it now or you're realizing it later, hindsight's always 20/20. The main point of this that I want you to get is that whether you're putting up kayaks like me, you're working a desk job, you're running, or whatever you're doing in your daily life, I have no idea, and it doesn't matter. The point is that yes, you have power tools, and you do also have manual things. You have things that'll make things easier, and you have things that will make things more difficult. But the problem is knowing when to use those and when not to use those. But in life, sometimes you have to do the hard thing. You have to do the hard thing. You got to do things cheaper, you got to do things you don't want to do, and you got to make things happen. That's the only way to be successful. Do the hard thing, because at the end of the day, it'll be worth it. You don't need any other quotes than that. You don't need to think about anything else. And of course you can. But the point of it is do the hard thing because it's worth it. And that's why we're using this.